between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. A run for the quarterback. To the 15, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication now.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he tags on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air, it's Russell. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The short hands, it's Coleman. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
The screen, and watch out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He might want another play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 17 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's clapped. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's home.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Find my guys quickly. Know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss.
Makes the grab at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here's a heat. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Might be changing the route. Lost to throw again. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Meadows. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. They're facing a 3rd down. White wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Gets the back moving. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the marker. It's Edwards. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Moulton. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. White going to attack through the air. Bring in the heat. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. White wants to throw it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Makes a man miss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Snags it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Escapes the sack. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 4 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. to the ground with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To throw, it's Russell. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of football.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big time.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Another 4th down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Moulton. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
With the catch, it's Poe. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off-play action on first down. Here's the pressure. And that one's way too far for everybody.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. The offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Slithers into space. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with third and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, let's get it.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Dangerous screen into traffic. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Now on the option. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make